What's up, bud? It's Rob. This is Apparel Success. And if you don't know who I am, I run a Canadian clothing company called K-Bud Apparel that's doing 6 figures in sales. So I help clothing brands like you get really good results. And what I want to share with you in this video here is how to market your clothing brand in 2021 without having to spend a crazy amount of money. And I'm going to go over all of the really important strategies that I really recommend you implement this year. Here it is. Apparel Success is sponsored by my buds over at DesignCrowd. And if you need designs made for your clothing brand, I really recommend that you give them a shot. You post a project on DesignCrowd, amazing designers from all around the world will compete for your project. You choose the winner, then you get that design plus revisions. This is literally the best-selling hoodie on my website right now, and I got the design made through DesignCrowd. If you're interested, head over to designcrowd.com/apparel to learn about the special offer that I have for you where you can save up to $100 or simply use the discount code APPAREL when you post a project on DesignCrowd. All right, so when it comes to successfully marketing your clothing brand in 2021, it's still crucial that the foundation of your clothing brand is under control. And this is universal and applies to every single clothing brand. It doesn't matter what year it is. So I want to quickly reiterate what the foundation of your clothing brand is before getting into the specific strategies that will really work well for you on social media in 2021. If the foundation of your clothing brand is whack, then none of these strategies will work for you. And the foundation of your clothing brand is your brand concept. What's your brand all about? Your website quality, your product quality, and your social media presentation. So those 4 areas of your clothing brand need to really be under control, worked on, cultivated, and just sharpened in order for you to get any results from what I'm sharing with you. And the reason for that is because if you go to market your clothing brand and implement the strategies that I'm going to share with you in this video on top of a weak foundation, then it may work for you. It may get, attention. It may get eyes on your clothing brand. But if your clothing brand itself isn't good enough and it's not connecting with your audience and your website quality is bad and, your product quality is bad and your social media presentation's kind of shite, then you're not going to get any results. Okay. So that's number 1. I just had to say that off the bat here. Now, let's talk about 2021 when it comes to what we can do to get attention, free attention on social media. If you haven't noticed already, which I'm sure you have, when it came to marketing on Instagram over the past, 4 years, since about 2016, organic reach really slowed down. So when it came to making posts on your Instagram, your reach, like everybody's reach just plummeted. Nobody was really getting, their posts seen by very many people. What happened in 2019 to 2020 is a truly big opportunity that I want to share with you here, which is that TikTok really made a push against Instagram. And the growth of TikTok coming out with its unique, vertical video sharing content platform. When they came out with that, Instagram was a little bit like on their heels and they were forced to come out with Instagram Reels. Okay, so what the opportunity that presents itself in 2021 that I believe, has made Instagram relevant again for clothing brands trying to grow is Instagram Reels. I don't know if you've noticed, but in your Explore page on Instagram, practically everything will be Instagram Reels, and that's because Instagram's trying to compete with TikTok. The beauty part about this is that most people aren't used to posting Reels. And that's true right now as you're watching this video. Most people are used to posting selfies on Instagram, cool pictures on Instagram, but they're not used to uploading vertical video content. So if you go on Instagram with your clothing brand and you really focus on creating Instagram Reels, it's highly likely that some of your content is going to get onto the Explore page if it's good enough and if it's really quality content, because Instagram's looking for quality Instagram Reels content to share with their audience to really build up their Instagram Reels. And I believe that this is an opportunity that exists on Instagram unlike any other that's really come up in the past 5 years. And so it's really made Instagram a player again when it comes to growing an account organically. I've gained, about 1,000, 2,000 followers in the past couple months just by posting on Instagram Reels for my clothing brand. And those are all new followers, all new eyes. I've had Instagram Reels that have gotten, well over 100,000 views, multiple of them, and fairly easily posting content that, on YouTube probably would never get seen by anybody. So that is something that I highly recommend you dive into in 2021 hard. And then at the same time, rip TikTok, okay? Because TikTok is this up and coming platform. And even going into 2021, you can really build up an audience on TikTok fairly easily. And as TikTok gets better, as TikTok matures, having a following on there is really going to be important, not only in having an audience that you can sell to, but also just in terms of having the social proof and showing that you're a clothing brand with some followers and some social credibility. Now, when it comes to the type of content to post content that's creative and tightly aligned with your brand concept. So my clothing brand represents rural Canada. That means all the content that we share on our Instagram is going to be people doing things in rural Canada. Instagram picks up on what that content is. It shows it to people who would likely be interested. And, if they're interested in our content, then they're likely going to be interested in our brand concept as well. If they're interested in our brand concept, hopefully they like our designs. And if they like our designs, then they're very likely going to check out on our website. So whatever your clothing brand is about, whatever your unique clothing brand is, then come up with content that is aligned with your brand concept and post that regularly, okay? So if your clothing brand's a basketball clothing brand, then post you maybe doing trick shots or, playing basketball or whatever it is that's really aligned with your brand concept. Because if they like that, then they'll likely like your clothing and they'll likely want to buy, okay? That's just a really simple way of doing it. And I think, it's important to mention here that there's nothing special going on here other than you jumping on an opportunity, which is Instagram Reels and TikTok, and posting content that other people aren't creative enough to post. Other people are still stuck in this old Instagram of posting pictures and things like that. And if you can come up with video content, Instagram's algorithm is really going to read that in a good way, and it's likely going to show it to more people, just like it has for me and my clothing brand. All right, and the same thing goes for TikTok. I think that those are really the two big opportunities that present themselves in 2021 when it comes to building an audience on Instagram and TikTok. I also believe that if your clothing brand, has a brand concept that you believe you can create video content for, I think starting up a YouTube channel is a really good idea. If you're a fitness clothing brand, then start a YouTube channel where you're giving advice on, how to work out in the gym and things like that. That's how you build up an audience, and then you can just sell your clothing to that audience. Great free way of growing an audience and marketing your clothing brand in 2021. And this is content marketing, right? That's what it's called. And when you do content marketing well, you're being consistent, you're posting high quality content, you're leveraging the platform that you're using. So if you're posting on YouTube, make sure you use all the tags and you write in the description so that YouTube can pick up that video and give it the best shot at getting in front of the most amount of people. But it's still very doable in 2021. Really, the barrier here is your ability to be consistent and post high quality content. That's basically it. Another thing that I recommend is to set up your Facebook ads account and link it to your Instagram and your Facebook page, and also set up a Facebook pixel on your website. The reason for this is because as you're building up your Instagram, as you're driving traffic to your website, you're going to be able to retarget these people with ads. And one of the best ways to make sales with paid advertising right now on social media, and this includes 2021 here, is by retargeting traffic that's already been to your Instagram account, that's already been to your website. And, if you really want to put a cherry on top here, when you throw a sale and you're retargeting people who have already been to your Instagram and been to your website, it tends to convert really well and capture a lot of those sales from people who are kind of on the fence, just checking out your brand on Instagram, just kind of scrolling through your website randomly. When you throw a sale with retargeting ads, it really tends to capture those people into sales. The last strategy that I want to talk about in this video is one that I've been sharing on this YouTube channel for a long time, and that I believe is still really effective and underrated, which is engaging with your market on Instagram manually. Finding your target market on Instagram and investing your own time into liking their pictures, commenting on their pictures, DMing them, having discussions, sharing promo codes with them, and just having a full-blown engagement with your audience on Instagram. It's such a great way to get in front of your audience without spending any money. And there's basically nothing more valuable than that when it comes to your potential customer, because it's showing that you're taking the time to actually engage with them rather than just putting an ad in front of them and expecting that they're just going to buy. The emphasis in this video is to really hit Instagram Reels hard for your clothing brand and create as high quality content as you possibly can consistently. I think that if you're able to do this and you really implement what I just said, that you will get really good results when it comes to building your audience and growing your following online. And that really is the key to making sales, is gaining that following so that you can really, sell to that audience. And so That's what I really recommend you focus on, is focusing on Instagram Reels, really high quality content. The best part about that is that your Instagram Reels content is the same content on TikTok. You can post it on both. So you can basically grow both platforms at the same time, posting the same content. And so that's what I really recommend that you do in 2021 moving forward as your main content strategy. And then, manually engaging with people on TikTok and on Instagram, and just taking the time to like and comment and engage with your audience will really go a long way for you. And then definitely set up that Facebook pixel, set up your Facebook ads account, and link it to your Instagram and to your Facebook page. And I think that all of that will work really well for you in 2021. And I'll definitely give you updates if anything else happens. I hope you got a lot of value out of this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Drop your brand down there as well. I like to check out the brands that are watching. And if you haven't already, check out my free clothing brand marketing masterclass. All you have to do to get access is go to apparelsuccess.com/masterclass, and you can watch the whole thing for free. And if you've made it to this point in the video, I want to tell you about the closed Facebook group that we have for Apparel Success. There's a link in the description. Follow that link, join us in the group, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.